Hello, hello, my lovely and wonderful punks. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Uh, I see a bunch of you have been being silly in chat before I got here. Unfortunately, it doesn't show up on the thingy, but I see it in the chat proper. We're going to do more blueprints today. My back hurts. I'm a little tired. I had Once again, I had a nightmare that like wore me out. Every once in like so I usually have nightmares. I have bad dreams. I'd say like 6 nights out of 7. And but they like vary in type and quality. Every once in a while, I have a nightmare where I'm very physically active and when I wake up, I'm very sore. I assume it's because my muscles have been contracting while I've been asleep. But I don't exactly know. Oh. Part of last night's dream was punching a bunch of uh, robotic mutated monster people who were trying to get to students because I was apparently a teacher. And I just kept punching people, which I guess is fun in its own way, but it was, scary during the dream. But for now, we're going blueprints. I gotta get me some transition screens at some point. I don't know why it takes OBS like a half second to pop things in properly. Hello, Sammy, you were first. Hello, Drag and Specs. I know that you're both here, lurking, waiting in the background. Um, I did, I did save the skunk yell, honk thing that was in my server, but I haven't added it to Firebot or to Twitch yet, so hopefully we'll get that soon. Also, they're apparently yelling. Yeah, Drag likes to shout out. Let it all out. These are the things I can do without. Well, I'm talking to you. Alright, we are almost at 3 weeks. This day, hopefully we don't do something dumb and butcher it early. We should be starting with like 16 money and like 13 gems or something like that. I made you do it. It's true. I agitated you into this behavior. I also need to decide if I'm going to go to the grocery store after this or if I'm going to have my good friend Moselle take us to the grocery store tomorrow. It really doesn't matter that much if a day ends early. Yeah, there's no like actual time limit on the game. So it's more a matter of like personal optics. It's a feel bad when you end the day early, but it doesn't really matter necessarily. All right, we're gonna use some steps to go and get our side house. 69 dudes. Yeah. Unfortunately, doing this takes like, say, like 6 steps. Tool shed, 2 special items, the shelter and the hovel. Okay, we haven't done the hovel before, but I really don't want to do floors cost steps instead of gems on the day when I've got 15 gems. I will draft the hovel at some point so I can check out what's inside it, but I think this is the exact day where I don't do it. um and I think I was thinking last night the safe in the boudoir had the one red letter. I think that the safe in the shelter and the safe in the office might also have red letters. It would make sense to me if all of the red letters were in the offices. And I think what we're going to find when we unlock the basement is that pillar room that Alhazred, not Alhazred, but um, I do not remember his name, showed us with the letters on the pedestals. And I think when we go down there, the one missing letter, the guy who's been stalking us will show up and give us the letter, possibly in a scuffle. But regardless, I don't know how to open the shelter lock yet. So for now, I'm going to open the tool shed. We're going to start with a couple nice items. Battery pack and lockpicks is great. That gives us a key solution for a lot of the game if the lockpicks work. And as it was foretold, I am awakened once more at the sound of a starting stream. You say that, Drag, but I happen to know that you watch my stream and then go to sleep a lot. Alright, as usual, we're going to go right. Dang. Go. Entry, I guess. Go ahead and open these other doors too. An early drawing room. I think we want to save that. Although the breakfast nook does put us into a corner of sorts. Yeah, we're going to take the breakfast nook. And this one. Ah, the clock tower. Tomorrow you'll start with a key for each time room you placed. Unfortunately, I think that's a dead end. So we're going to do the parlor. Not great starting rooms. We're going to go Nook first, I think. I suspect you want me to shout out the homies. Excellent. Oh, one sec. I've got sleep in my eyes. Ugh. Okay. The courtyard or the hallway? Let's do the hallway. And let's really hope we've got a 3-door here. That would be great. Well. Early dead end. How goes bloopers or whatever? It's going good. Hi, Glonius. Okay, we really need to be careful on the other side. I really don't want to waste this day on early dead ends. Hey, Salt Shaker. Hi, well. So much sleep in. It's spilling out of her eyes. It's true. What are my current goals? The big goal would be to get into the antechamber and get the basement key so that we can figure out what's going on in the foundation. I get the feeling that will turn on one of our gas fires and give us some good information. But that's my big goal, is to get a day where we do that. Little goals, as always, is to draft new rooms and try to figure out some more information. I don't think we have too much else going on. If we can find some more music sheets, that'd be cool. Well, let's do the storeroom for this one since it's dead end regardless. Hi, baby boy. Oh, he's yelling at his other mommy. Leaplia, that's me. Alright, let's cut through the pantry so that I can get the money and the banana. Dress. Pinky's here as well. So many friends here today. Mmm, salty banana. Yum, yum, yum. Is you the burb? How have you been, Hangry? I can't show you him. He's not near me. He's yelling at his other mommy. He's just very loud. Blue box is true. Gems are in the true box. Black box is true. Okay. This one's going to be a little confusing. So, if this is true, then this is also true, which would mean that yeah, the black box is true and the blue box is true. These would both have to be true, which would mean that this is false, which would mean the gems are in both of these, which means only this is true, so the gems are in here. Pretty good, doing a lot of Warhammer adjacent things lately. Got a Dark Heresy game going on Friday. Now you have a Total War Warhammer 3 now. Cool. Think I got a bit confused there? Did I? This says that this is true. And this says that this is true. If they were both true, then this would be a lie, and there would be gems in both of them. But that's not how the game works. There can only be gems in one box. If this was false, then this would also be false, which would mean that this would have to be the true box, which would mean the gems are in here. If white is false, it contains the gems. What? The gems are in the true box. If it was false, then the gems would be in the false box. Oh, that's true. Okay, you are right there. If it was false, then the gems would still be in it. It just these. It was an unnecessary additional bit of information because we had already ruled out that these could not both contain the gems. All right, we need doors. For now, spare room to get us a little distance, and then I would love for this to be the passageway. I will take the den. Or should I take the chapel? No, I'll take the den. Might as well hold them to my coins. Gives tails moving somewhat in time with the clock. Excellent. Might happen again in the future where you don't know which box is true. That's true. If only I could read. Imagine being able to read. Wouldn't be me. Let's put security here. And as always, we want to start with the security level at low and the offline mode to unlocked. And if we can find a way to disable security doors, we'll come back and change it to high. All right, these these can terminate at any time. Do I want to waste the West Wing Hall on getting an extra door? Not really. I'm not trying to perfectly fill things up, so let's do the lab. Let's set up our experiment for the day. When I find trash, when I eat an apple, or when I draft a bedroom after my second bedroom, random resource, loser steps and gain money, add 3 aquariums to the trash pool. Speaking of couldn't be me, hi Miv. Hi Blood, welcome in. When you find trash, you eat an apple. If only. Miv is Miv and she wouldn't be Miv anymore. It's true. Unfortunately, I cannot possess your bodies and turn you into a clone of me. Like a poorly drawn, oh fuck, what's the fuck? Like a poorly drawn deviant art fetish piece. I'm gonna say every time I find trash, I get something after all. You see something funny, you don't know if it's good, but it is funny. Was it an experiment combination, or did you see something else on the screen? For each bedroom you draft after your second, add 3 aquariums to the pool. It would give us a fuck ton of doors. Go this way now. Garage, corridor. Well, I don't want to dead end myself. So we're gonna keep going with the corridor. Oh my gosh. Okay. Bedroom, I guess. Sleep mask. Lockpick? Nope. Unlock. Alright. The commissary wouldn't be bad. Since aquariums are a bedroom. Oh yeah, we would just end up with nothing but aquariums, right? Or we would just end up with fuck tons of aquariums. Let's get the commissary going and take advantage of all this money. Unfortunately, half of what's in here is gems. I don't need gems. Alright. Boiler room. The good news is that this has multiple doors. The bad news is that I can't use them yet. Oh, wait. No, I can use one of them. We'll use a gem and sit the kitchen there. But let's go ahead and fiddle with the power settings in here. Okay, it kept being in the green, so that's good. We currently have this powered. And that powered, so that we can get in from the other side. There must be a way to extend the bridge here. Maybe if I have power to this. Aha! That extends the bridge. Okay, and does the bridge go back when it's unpowered? It does. Interesting. And this powers this, which we still don't know what this does. We could have that power this, which would bring the elevator down? Hold on. I think I missed that last time. This way. Maybe I can solve this in one go? No. Emmy says no. Power on. Aha! It does bring the elevator down here. Interesting, okay. But then presumably the elevator can't take me up while this is powered. what does going up actually do for me? Well, let's do it. Okay, we need all 3 dots of power, presumably, for this to work. I could turn the power off. I don't think that benefits us. This door has stayed open, which is good. This door doesn't do anything. I go back down. Silence the clock for you? Yeah. Well, maybe we'll figure out this puzzle. Okay. So let's... Yeah. So this turns off the elevator. And where can we send power? We can send power to the bridge, which would allow us to get back up there. We can send power to this, which I'm not sure what this is. But I think this is it. This is power to the main generator and to the bridge, which lets us get up there. I think last time I was in this room, I missed a couple of these toggles, and so I didn't think the puzzle could be solved in one. But I think, in fact, the puzzle can be solved in one. Alright. So that's 2. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to turn that blue one up. I walked right past it. There we go. Now, the question's going to be, is this a permanent upgrade? Some of the other things I did in here seem to have been permanent. Blob mode. Oh, you got it. Oh, no bonking. Okay. Do. Yes, I know how to move my model. Stop reminding me. Wob. Wob, wob, wob. Animationless bonk. Yeah, your animation canceled. Sorry, we'll get that animation fixed eventually. Lower myself a little bit. There we go. Oh. Alright, I don't know what sending it to the left or sending it to the right does for me. Alright. I'm also going to assume that if I adjust it so that I can have power to the door, it'll lose power. Oh, wait. No, sounds like it's still going. Means I can make this adjustment. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, that turned off the door, though. So... biggest blob ever? Blob. Still really high up on the screen. Hold on. Try that. That's better. Do I know how to move my model? What? Of course I know how to move my model. It's like all things on the computer controlled with the mouse. Okay. I need power to the door and power to the walkway. I don't know if it's possible to have both. So maybe, can this send out power? No. This only sends power out in the other direction. I also still don't know what this does. Is a skunk not a mouse? Mice are way bigger than skunk. No! I'm skunk-sized and a skunk. Alright, I don't know what this is. Can't interact with it. Yeah. So it seems like if I have the door open, whoopsie, then I can't have the bridge or the elevator running, which doesn't seem like it should be the case. I feel like I should be able to have either the elevator functional or the bridge working. But I don't see a way that I could turn this to do that. I don't mind help for this one. If anyone knows how I could turn the pipes to get the either the bridge across while the door is powered or the elevator powered while the door is powered. Just so that I'm not losing out on a room because I can't figure out a pipe puzzle. Yeah, if I turn this so that we have power going through, then this power doesn't come through. And I need this power coming through to power the door. But to power the door, I can't also power that. Unless I could get power coming from this direction, but it doesn't seem to work that way. You still here? Greg, if you have an answer here for me. Am I able to get access to that door? Because I cannot think of a way to turn the pipes in order to get the bridge open and door powered, or to get the elevator powered and the door powered. Like I said, I don't mind getting an answer here if the answer is something that's... I missed something that I did see the first time I drafted the room. There's a third boiler. This one and that one. Well, I need to be able to get across to it first. Let's, click that. Ah, I see. I can flip it to go to the door. Okay. Easy peasy. Thank you, Drag. Sorry. The other blue one was either up or across, so I don't know. For some reason, I thought that I was just able to turn this off and on. Good to know that I can use it to open the door. Okay. Door. Lockpick? Alright. The ballroom. Whenever you enter the ballroom, set your gems to twice as many gems. I mean... okay. I've set your gems to exactly 2 gems. Okay. In that case, we definitely don't want to do that. I don't really want to pop the archive this early into a house building, so we'll do the dark room. It would be nice if there was a way to get the bridge going as well so that I could more easily navigate this room. Banana club sandwich, tomato soup. Main course is a wood-fired pizza. Oh, hell yeah. I want pizza. I read about the boiler room in a book, right? Yeah, I read that it sends power to the rest of the house. We get pizza? I know, right? Yeah, I know it's powering the laboratory, and we'll go back and check that out in a minute. Let's do the veranda. That gem up. I really need a shovel. We got lots and lots of diggy spots. The courtyard. Courtyard's always left unlocked. That's nice. No free shovel. I can break this open, though. Ooh, a key card. Okay. And a shovel. Hell yeah. Alright, so before I open up any more doors... I want to go back to the lab and to security. And I want to dig up a bunch of holes along the way. A little bit of dirt over here too. Ordinary key. Nice. Okay. I can always spend some money in the kitchen if I need to. I can also, while I'm down here, make use of the den. I don't need more gems. Okay, so because we have the key card, we want to change the key card system. Wish that this was a little faster, since we have to do it so often. Now, security level is high. Means we'll get more security doors, which we can open with our key card. Don't forget to set up the power. What do you mean? It was acting like it was permanently on. Is it not? I mean, we're one step away from the laboratory anyways. Let's check. Okay. Okay. Well, it made all that noise, but I guess you're right. It needed to be turned back to power mode. Okay. Do I want to make my way? I think I want to go ahead and build out some more of the house. while we're down here. But then we will remember to power things on. The showroom isn't bad. Don't really want to pop the maid's chamber this early. Alright, let's see if this is the same items as last time. Moon pendant, master key, chronograph, silver spoon. Okay. It would be nice to get the master key, but I would need a lot for that. Yeah, we can do the observatory here. That's fine. 8 stars. What does that get me? That gets me Clavis, the key. Glance around, make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. The drawing room is fine here. Use that. 2-door would be great. The pool, okay. Add the sauna and the pump room. Or do I want to do the chapel? Let's do the pool. Let's take advantage of what we've got. Gotta hold on to what we got. Doesn't really matter if we make it or not. Alright. These would all dead end us, which isn't terrible, but I think we'll take advantage of our free redraw. Kind of not the best passageway position, but we'll do it. We can immediately dead end us right here. Let's do the pump room. Then if I decide I want to use the pump room, it's here. Lockpick. Nope. Use a key. Locker room. Spread additional keys throughout the house. Let's do that. Okay. I wonder how good the rewards are within the lockers. You would need an astronomical number of keys. Alright. I don't really want to dead end ourselves here, but I don't really want to do the archives either. So I think we'll reroll. Ooh, okay. That's a lot of steps to lose. I think we'll just do the billiards room. Let's do our math puzzle. 3. Oh boy. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 2 is 7, plus 3 is 10. Minus 10? 0. Oh, plus 2 is 2. Interesting. It's not in the right spot, but it's teal. Okay. 18 minus 10 minus 7 is 1. Times 10 is 10. Times 2 is 20. 1 times 1 divided by 1. Ooh. Key to the secret garden. Okay, alright. So, if we can get that to work, I think I need to be coming at the side, which means we're only going to have a few opportunities for it. But if I can get the key to the secret garden to work, that would be our antechamber solution. That would open us on the left, which would be nice. You can take the opportunity to throw a dead end over here, or some other kind of room that we don't want. Secret passage. I still don't understand how the secret passage works. So we could throw down the office, or we can do the guest bedroom to get a lot of steps. Also, pretty consistently seems to have a gem here on this table. Alright, security door. So we want this to kick left, and then something to kick up into the foundation. That would be what would be ideal. Alright, boudoir kicks left, and that gives us a bunch of dice to help us make sure we get what we want. Anything that kicks up here is good. It's the wrong way. Roll. Okay, chapel will work. We can afford a coin. Okay, now, what we really, really want is for that door to be locked. I dug up nothing, so I don't even get my experiment trigger. There we go. 3 die. Please be locked. Yes! Secret garden key, let's go! Sure, give me the broken lever. And a metal detector. Nice. Okay, so now the secret garden opens to the left. I have a ton of doors over here, so I just need to connect. Okay, and I'm guessing that this is a breakable wall. It looks so wonky. Oh, yeah, the big one. Is this the big one? No. Oh, it's already open. I'm dumb. Well, that's nice that it stays open for me. Sad we don't have a conference room. That would be nice. Okay. This feels like a great day for progress. Oh, I forgot the secret garden actually does have extra doors off of it. That's nice. I could do the gym. Sure, I don't mind putting the gym here. But I'm not going to go in it yet. I spread both keys and fruit? Yeah. I knew I spread keys. When did I spread fruit? It's a shame I missed this corner because we'd be very close. Look where I am, the secret garden. Does that... Oh. Red fruit throughout the house. Okay. I've been so caught up in the fact that the secret garden gives me the way into the antechamber that I didn't even register that it actually has another effect. Sure, yeah. Do the music room here. Regular key. And the prism key. Nice. And we have another thing. Somewhere. Aha. Lots of keys. Alright, we want something that kicks up. The dining room does not kick up. Okay. I do have other options. So we could do one of these. You know what? We have 1, 2, 3 doors heading up. I think we can afford to make this the walk-in closet. A muffin? A salty muffin. 2 gems. I was kind of hoping for a permanent item of some sort, but that's fine. It's a lot of steps. So, go back. Go through the gym. If we have to backtrack and go through the other side of the house, we will. But ideally, we can connect from up here. Skunk was hoping for a sledgehammer in a lady's walk-in closet. I already have a sledgehammer. But it looks like I've got the majority of items. I don't want to use the special key here. Let's lockpick. Yeah, the office is fine. This is also my statement on the show. Alright, so we turn this switch. I still don't get this. We've got 4 red phrases and we have March of the Count in black. Which antechamber did I open? Left. So I need to, like, I need to get over here, but if I have to, I can always backtrack and use the dark room in the courtyard. The courtyard's always unlocked, so these 2 doors are guaranteed, so I just need something good here. I do want to save my dice, though. I'm not going to re-roll over here. Run payroll. Run payroll. Turn to main menu. Spread gold. Spread gold. Turn to main menu. Exit. Alright. Yeah, I still don't know what the code for this is. I don't know what March of the Baron is supposed to mean. He was the 4th, so we'll try 0304. And we'll try 034. Yeah, no. Look around real quick to see if there's any other hints in here. I think so. Okay. Would use the dice for the very last room? Yeah, absolutely. I've got keys. That's fine. Aquarium. Aquarium works here. That's fine. You know, it'd be nice to have something that kicks up, but I'll take the aquarium. Compass. Nice. Key. Dig. And another key. Alright. Alright, so something that goes straight across would be fine. I don't want the furnace. I guess we'll stick the library here. Alright. I'm going to recheck out the history of our India. Just in case. And we are going to backtrack across the house. Lavatory, weight room, archives. Oh, hey, the car keys. I don't think I'm going to find the garage, but... At this point, I must have the majority of items. Okay, I need to go back through the chapel. That's fine. I'm very mildly concerned about steps. Because I am going to have to track back through the house again. I should be fine. I might just take a bedroom if one is offered. Yeah, into here. I do have the running shoes, which help. Oh. Coins. I do need to kind of like take a moment in each room because I have spread a bunch of shit throughout the house. 18 is not enough. No. Salty apple. Yeah, I don't think 23 does anything for me. I think 30. I could get the moon pendant. Just in case there's something in the basement that's like, you need 20 gold to open this door. I will hold on to my money. Alright, and when we go back through the house again, I will fix the power. And we will use that to, Heck, I might actually have a decent amount of money. But yeah, when I go back through the house, I'll use that. Might be worth buying lunch. Eh. I have the running shoes, I'll probably be fine. Yeah, probably. Okay. So. Starting with this one. Maid chamber is fine. Oh shit. Payroll slip. Payroll issued for the week of 11/22. Amount 10 gold. Damn. Alright. We've got 2 rerolls. Anything that goes straight here is fine. Apparently. Alright, the foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked. This is a little bit beautiful. What are you detecting, detector? Ah. Having the arrows pointing into the antechamber. Alright, the basement key. Continue up, you must go down. Alright, time to backtrack. Which punishing you for typing by randomly pausing? Oh no. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold on to the 38 gold and see if I can get something nice from the nice room. Alright, let's get the power going back to the lab. No, the power is on. I guess I just need to send it. To the left? I see. So there are pipes that determine which way has power. Okay. The book talked about this. I missed it. Or I didn't absorb it. I'm gonna go ahead and dig these diggy spots, though. Another key. Free gem. Radiation's gotta be crazy by now. I'm gonna hope that that fixed it. What have we got, metal detector? There we go. Alright, let's try it now. 3. Nope. 9. I do not, in fact, have power. And I do not know... I missed whatever it said in the book. I do not know what I'm missing out on. Okay, that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. We've got the boiler working now. Yeah, exactly. We got the boiler working now. We can always set it up later. Alright, what can I get with 38? I could get the chronograph. Or I can get the silver spoon. Hold on, just in case there's like a huge money thing in the vault. Or, not the vault. I know there's a huge money thing in the vault. In case there's a huge money thing in the foundation. Just, you know, on that off chance. I can also pump water around. That might do something for me. Oh, hey, a banana. Salty banana. Alright. Here we go. Tragically, you two are of the no brain. That's okay. You also haven't been here hangry, and this is definitely a try to remember everything kind of puzzle game. There's another one in the chapel not worth going for, though. Another banana? Ooh, banana. Make sure to tell Specs not to look. Okay, Specs don't look. Special keys. The basement key. Wow, the basement. Okay, we've got statues. It's a little hard to see because I've got some reflection off my pale skin. See a button up there. We got a couch. We've got another statue that's a wizard. Oh, I can pull this? Okay. I don't want to pull it yet. I get the feeling that we've got ourselves a moving box puzzle. Okay. Alright. Alright. Moving box puzzle time. Very simple so far. Storage. Okay, let's opened up so we have a shortcut. And over here. Oh. There's a black brick, which might mean that that's a breakable wall. Maybe. Oh, am I going to be able to move the boxes that were in the tunnel from the opposite side? Maybe that'll be what it is. Got a bunch of knocked over file cabinets. We've got this is a breakable wall. I walked past it twice. What did I walk past? Okay, maybe I can detonate it with this. No, this needs power. Or something. The Chapel Nana? Okay. Okay. Real quick, Jag. Am I screwed? Did I do all that effort only to not have the workshop to build the super hammer? I am not screwed. That's good. I forget if I lost any steps while I was down here. Okay. Filing cabinets? Are those openable? Doesn't seem to be the case. I think the basement key door loses a step. Okay, that's fine. As long as this big area under here isn't like 2 rooms and I'm losing steps adventuring. Another... Okay, I see the power line moving through out here, so I assume I just need to find... Oh, I can go up here. Okay. That can't be right. Okay. Yeah, there's more this way. Oh. The game has never allowed me to jump before. Is it going to allow me to jump? No. So I need to fill that space with something, perhaps? Aha, here's another handcart. And I can raise and lower it as well. Interesting. Okay, so we just... I don't think I need to raise or lower it. That doesn't help me. Does this help me? Are there more carts? Here's a cart, but I'm not... I'd have to get behind it to push it. Think it's possible to soft lock with this by jumping off while having yourself blocked by moving things? Alright, we will be careful then. But we don't want to block this off without being certain that we can get through. You haven't seen it happen? Okay. We will be careful. So... Does this have anywhere else it can move? No. There's something back there. If we would be an actual Boy Scout and do a little bit of parkour, we would be fine. Okay, yeah. There's definitely something back there. I don't think moving these does anything for me. No, these are tutorials. Okay. There's a cart here. Oh, this is the one that I've already dragged over. So I can only go back and forth with these. Let's see if this has done anything for me. I don't think I can make this jump. Yeah. Simon sucks ass and just immediately falls. So I need something here. Can't move this. Can I? Okay, if I move this, I can pull one through. Okay. I think that's enough clearance. Simon, I know you are but a spry 14-year-old. Oh, hold on. I'm going to have to push this out. Let me through. I think we're fine because there's a grab on either side. So if we fall on either side, we could push the boxes back into position to let us through. Okay. There's nothing over there. I go down. We're gonna push this cart across. And this one does need extended. So we go over here. And we find the secret desk. Alright, what do we got? 100 Bells, Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. Okay. I guess I'll write this down, because I feel like this would be important. 100 Bells, Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. Okay. There's a book I can't do anything with. There's another book I can't do anything with. Antechamber entry controls. Okay. So the west lever is the secret garden. The south lever is the greenhouse. The east lever is the great hall. We already knew all of these things. The north lever is underground. That doesn't help us too much other than lets us know that there is a lever down here. Is that all the information I got? I mean, I assume that this has relevance somewhere, but this doesn't really help us. Other than let us know that there's a lever down here. Okay. See a couple of the pipes. Alright. Can I do anything else? If I drag this box a little bit further back, I get the feeling that that button does something. Can I get to that button? That could be pushed all the way down here, but then I don't know how I would get up here. Hold on. Is there a permanent opening I can make here? A Dark Souls-esque shortcut? No. Okay, what can I do? Can't progress any further in that direction. This does seem to imply I could go further this way. That button's calling to me. How do I get there? Well, if I drop down here, I'm not doomed. Because I can get back. Yeah, spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. Can I push this clock from behind? Can I topple it? No. Okay. I think at this point I have to drop down and do something with these boxes. Alright. Unfortunately, this one doesn't seem to do anything for us. So it's about bridging this gap. But it's 3 of these long. No matter where I put this, it won't get me all the way across. And I think this is as close as I can get it, and I don't think he'll make the jump. I said a bad word. So naughty. Oh, how do I get across this gap? Can I get across this gap? I assume so, because I assume that there's more that I can do here. I assume this isn't ended with 2 pieces of information, one of which was irrelevant. I can get back here now. Does this help me? Does it help me that I can access this? These can be moved again, I guess. We don't need these, so let's drag this back. Maybe I can make part of the path here. Waiting patiently for Skunk to get it. We're going to be here all day. Where am I? Okay. That's part of the gap. That's part of the gap. I can drag this one back, and maybe if I use the button to make it go up, it'll be enough distance. Alright, give it a shot. Worst case, we fall down and we have to adjust the boxes again. Which I think we can do from either side. Yeah. Right. Okay. Interesting. Okay. This was a new area. Oh boy, I don't like that. We have a few rooms down here. And we have this cart. We have this lake. Maybe I could go back up and use the... Did I draft the pipes? Maybe that was yesterday. No, I did. So maybe I can adjust how deep the water is in here from the pipes if necessary. But for now, I'm going to go into here and see if we've got something in here that will solve it. Okay. Alright. I can only have 2 doors connected at a time, and for now, gotta be this one. What do we have here? It lifts it, which is interesting. Okay. Oh, well, there's one other combination of where it can go, so we'll do that. But where are my steps? Alright, we'll keep an eye on it. We saved one coming into the room, so... Don't know why right away I said I couldn't do this. Couldn't do what? Care package, thank you, Theo. The solution to the box puzzle? I asked if I was screwed because I couldn't break the wall. The box puzzle was just me saying I couldn't do it with one. Okay, we rotate again. I'm sure at some point I'll have to, like, remember combinations, but for now it's just the only viable gear places. Ah, no. I'm the smallest skunker and very cute. I don't know if being small counts as a compliment, but thank you for saying I'm very cute. I appreciate your compliment. Ah, here we go. Okay. We've got a few things here. So first, underground map. Catacombs. Evacuation tunnel. That's blocked off? No. Okay, here we go. Okay. Basement. Come down into the basement. Here's the reservoir. Foundation elevator, concealed entrance, cliffside exit, minecart, fountain entrance, tomb entrance, torch chamber, rotating gear to the north lever. Okay. So we have this here. Oh no, this is just like trying to show how it changes. Okay. So yeah, we need the power hammer to bust this wall to go out this way. Thank you for the care package, Neo. It says accept. Yeah, I know. I just have to accept it if it's a compliment. So small, maintain the world record for small. Ah. Right, we're here. The minecart is blocking us here. Theoretically, we'll be able to move it if we get across to the other side. Or we can get around it by going out this way. Okay.
Good girl.
This takes us to the north lever.
Who's a good girl? You are. Yes, you are.
We can get across the reservoir. We can go to the fountain entrance. There's also a torch chamber here, which I assume is going to be a puzzle. And this goes to the tomb. Okay. Alright, I don't think anything here is like something we need to memorize. It's just good information for the general layout down here. The Machinarium has one door for each gear room in your house. Okay. Got it. Yeah, that tunnel leads us to the thing. So, okay. So that was just information. That's up and down. Don't know what that is yet. Those probably don't have anything. This is rotating. That's rotating. That gets us back to here. Huh. So we have rotating and we have up and down. Secret, secret. You recommend making a screenshot? Well, I mean, I can open the map in the browser if I need to. Would be nice if it was here. Okay, let's think. We go back over here. I need to get to this platform. But I need the connectors to be connected to here. Trying to think, because I don't think I have any other viable connections. From here, I can go to the up and down, and I can go to the other rotator. Because there's only ever 2 combinations on the top gear to get out of where I am. And from here, there's only 2 combinations. Go back to the start and get the information. And I already got the information. I will go look at it again. Maybe I can pick up the lantern? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is marked as 8. So maybe I am supposed to get across the reservoir first. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I feel like that's all I can do from here. So I guess I need to go back to the reservoir. Yeah, there's not any other combinations. I'm pretty sure. Someone can speak up if I'm being stupid, but I'm pretty sure I just did every viable gear combination. Can't move the minecart. And Simon won't climb over it because he's a pansy. If I'm stupid, you're also stupid. Do you agree with me? Okay, well, at least we're stupid together. Yeah, even a little bit of the dock is flooded. Which means the surfaces are uneven. Interesting. Being stupid to get her. Right. So I assume we haven't lost. I see there's a hole down there. Simon, can you not swim? Diamonds are for pulling levers, not for jumping. thought we were a spry young boy. I thought we were a Boy Scout. I got a laugh out of Emmy. Or something else did.
The term a spry young boy.
Okay. And ruin the puzzle your late uncle worked so hard on? Listen, if you want to make a good puzzle, I should not be able to alternatively solve it by knowing how to swim. Okay, Drag, if you could, point me in a direction, because or if I have, in fact, dead-ended and need to start the day over, let me know. Can I swim in deadly electrified acid? I can't. See, you should have filled the reservoir with deadly electrified acid. Because as far as I can tell, I can't do anything else in the gear room. I can't move the minecart. I can't get across the lake, and I've finished what's upstairs. Back up. Okay, back upstairs. Back all the way upstairs to here, or just back into the basement. Here's the one thing I didn't account for in my elaborate puzzle system: physical ability. That's why you only give puzzles to twinks. Okay. Back upstairs. So unfortunately, here's my theory. If I had the power hammer, I could bust a hole into the basement so that I would have permanent access to the basement. I'm going to hope that the basement key has given me permanent access to the basement if I can reach the foundation, because otherwise that would be really mean. Didn't look too closely, but there's nothing else I can do. All right, we're going to go to the pump room and see if we can adjust the reservoir. Pretty sure I saw reservoir as one of the things listed last time I was in there. So... Alright, where's the pump room from here? Also, yeah, we have the money, so maybe we'll go to the showroom and spend some money. Okay. We are going to have to sacrifice a coin to the chapel. That's fine. I've got plenty of steps yet, so... Banana skipped for third. I wasn't even thinking of it. It's fine. I'll grab the banana on my way back down if I remember. 30 coins. I think I'd rather have the moon pendant. Just keeping 2 random items could be very helpful. Hopefully it would be nice if I could pick, because I would 100% pick the broken lever and the sledgehammer, because the workroom usually has a battery in it. Not always, but usually. Okay. The reservoir has a lot of water. So... I think part of the puzzle is going to be that we need to empty this of what water is in it. So let's go ahead, select the kitchen. Oh, and empty these as well. Okay. Put 2 the kitchen. Is that right? No. Also, no. What am I missing? Pipe connectors. Need to also have this one down. There we go. We drained all the water out of that one, but I would like to drain the water out of the other ones as well. Okay. I don't know why that time it successfully drained. Oh, there's a thing here. Okay, so I can connect this middle one to either side. Okay, let's press the button off. Put things back to the middle. All right. This goes to this one. I don't actually know how to make use of the really big tank. Is it through the wall? It looks like it's broken, maybe? It looks like there's supposed to be a thingy here. Well, let's go ahead and do what we can. Other direction. So that drained 4 pips off. What if I flip this? Yeah. That drained another 4 pips off, but we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still have 6 pips of water, which I think needs to go in here. So, did I read the manual? I did read the manual, but it's been a couple of days. Let's turn off the button so that we can return these to a neutral position. The manual made it seem very straightforward, like it was just push it up or push it down to pump in or pump out. Reserve tank. Pump controls, water source selectors. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. These match up to these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I need up to be connected. How do I access the reservoir tank? Because I assume that I need to fully drain the reservoir. That just, you know, that's standard video game. And I mean, the fact that this has 6 pips to go, and there's 1 pip of water here that I could be putting into one of these 2 places. Oh, hi, Thomas. Gonna grab some meat? No worries. But yeah, we've read all the books in the library at this point, or at least all the default books. I don't know if there's any, like, secret books. How do I use the reservoir? None of the pipes are attached to it. But surely there's a way. Why else would it be here? Well, I can go ahead and do this. Do the greenhouse Greenhouse is pipe number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, other direction. Okay. Power off. Here. I mean, maybe I'll be able to drain the reservoir entirely. Hold on. I want this one. I want to flip this. Yeah, I can drain one more into the kitchen. The kitchen is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next to this one. So, no. It would help if these said in and out on them. I know that would make the puzzle easier, but you know, if we're assuming that this is for the convenience of someone's home. Alright. And then I can pop back onto the reservoir. I don't want to flip it yet. I want to make sure it's pointed the right way. Alright. Jag, question for you. Is this the solution, having it down to only 2 pips? Am I going to be able to do what I need to in the reservoir? Or do I need to figure out a way to get water into the reserve tank? And if I need to figure out how to get water into the reserve tank, give me a pointer. If you know, of course. If you don't know, that's fine. You know it all? How to not spoil? That's fair. I assume it's not an item I need. If it was a broken lever, I would use the broken lever. There's only really space for 2 more items here, and I think that they're things I've had in the past. You would not focus on the reservoir. This room can do a lot for me. Well, I've drained the reservoir most of the way. There's some benefit you can get from it, but you won't figure that out right now without you outright saying it. From focusing on the reservoir. Okay. Well, I guess here's the question. Can I interact with the reservoir? Because I'm not seeing any point along the machine that I can actually interact with. The reservoir is the... Oh, sorry. There is a room downstairs that is the reservoir, and there is this large tank, which is a reservoir tank. Okay, I cannot do anything with the spare tank this run. I've read about how to interact with it and could deduce it. I don't remember though. It's been a couple of days. I don't consider that a spoiler. If it's something I've read and I just don't remember because I'm streaming this, I'm playing it over the course of several days. Ceiling? Ah, okay. I think that's the power line, right? So I would need to have the boiler's power going here, which I also still don't know how to make work other than maybe if the rooms are directly connected, which I guess could be the solution for the boiler room, that I'd need to have it literally connected to the laboratory or the pump room. I can also draft an extra room from the dark room. That's true. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else we can do with the basement at the moment. Would be nice if I blind fired and got the workshop. I'm thinking. Okay. So I'm guessing from what you're saying, I'm not going to be able to do anything much with the reservoir unless I can fully drain it. I could fully drain the aquarium, but I don't feel like draining the aquarium would do anything for me other than kill the fish, which seems like an asshole move. I've flooded the kitchen and the greenhouse, which is contrary to how they were, so there might be something in the kitchen now. I could drain the pool, but I've been in the pool. I'm certain there's nothing in the floor there. And I could drain the fountain. I don't know if the fountain's its own room or if it's like the fountain outside or something like that. I mean, I could drain the fountain completely into the reservoir. Um, or rather, I could put all this water back in the reservoir and then I could drain the fountain instead. Um, Drag, is this fountain referring to the fountain that's outside, or is it referring to a different fountain? Yes, okay. Yes, it's referring to all fountains, or yes, it's referring to the fountain that's outside. Okay, sorry. You're good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and drain all the water back into the reservoir. I'm gonna have to pump two and then pump back. That's all right. We can do that. Mm. Fountain is pipe one. Pipe one goes immediately to this. Okay. Convenient. If I did the fountain on another day, that'd be fine too, and I've already gotten so much progress today. I'm afraid saying I could do more where I was too big a spoiler. I don't think so. Like, I figured that draining the fountain and flooding the rooms that were dry would have some sort of effect. Okay, I need to go back to the reservoir. Need to pump out. Sorry, there was a bug. Okay. And then there's a dirty spot on my screen that I thought was my reticule for a second. There we go. Moved that. There we go. We drained the fountain. What else do we have? We can check out the flooded kitchen to see what that's about. We have the dark room. Let's see. We're getting kind of medium lowish on steps, so that's something we need to keep in mind. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go out. Why not? Might as well pick up a key. Oh, it's nighttime. Okay, so time is passing. So that does affect the box there. Alright, good to know that draining the fountain also turns it into a spiral staircase. I assume this is going to connect us back down into the basement. Yep, basement key. Okay, so now we're back at the reservoir from the other side. I do think at some point we need to drain the reservoir, though, because we need to drain it at least one to be able to use the boat. That is good to know now. I couldn't quite tell from the opposite side, but it does look like the boat is like one above. So we need to drain one water out to use the boat to get across. And I saw like a tunnel down there. And I know that that has more steps. So I think we need to fully drain it to probably get to the letters. Which would make sense. I'm pretty sure Al-Hazared said something about, I think it's Al-Zara, said something about the letters area being damp. Alright, here's the torch room. Get an upgrade disc, that's nice. We have a partial version of the map. Get points dreams. Okay. And 5 connects to cement, but with an S. Oh, basement. I'm stupid. Okay, this is literally just another copy of it, because they expect you to get here before you get to the actual basement. Alright, we have candles that aren't lit. And a dais that I can't do anything with. You guys say dais or dais. I've said it both ways, but I'm not sure which one's actually correct. Alright, I don't think I can do anything else in here. I don't seem to have any interaction ability. Time to dive in and fight the Kraken? No! The monsters are scary. Release the Kraken. The tolling of the iron bell. Okay, I want to go back here first. Dias because you'll die and it will be ass. Deus is Latin for God. Ah, okay. We have another usable path into the gear room. Honestly, this is better than the foundation entrance. Okay, so this is probably a permanent solution to that. Unfortunately, it stops here, so I still can't get through. I would have to go up and around again. I thought that would be a door. I guess not. That's supposed to lead me to the not cemetery, the tomb of annihilation. You've always said it like Dias, but people started yelling at you for on your audio drama. Both are correct. Okay, it's good to know both are correct. Okay. So now if we water down one, we can get across, but I think that requires us to figure out how to use the reservoir tank, and I don't know how to use the reservoir tank. It is 10:30, I guess. Okay. It looks like this clock is moving. So I could use this clock to activate the security thing. I would just need to remember what day I was on. Never say words wrong, then no one knows how to pronounce them wrong. Been wanting to go to a singles event tonight, but you think the rain has other plans. Aw. I'm sorry, Thomas. Well, I hope you get to do something fun. I wonder if the clock stops at midnight, or if I can literally slide into another day without another day actually happening. Okay, so I could go to the foundation and now take advantage of the gear twisting. We need me to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I have enough steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 11, 12. It's a lot of steps to go to the kitchen. I'm going to assume the kitchen being flooded isn't that big a deal, and it's something I can check out on a different day, assuming the water changes are permanent. So we're going to go back to the basement. Weather's supposed to be nice tomorrow, so you have that to look forward to? Okay, well that's good at least. And yeah, Mozelle's right. Deus or Dias would be like a um, they are often round and made of stone, but not necessarily um, platform for putting something important onto. Throne, a pulpit, you often hear sacrificial dais because you put it. Oh no, the banana! No! That's going to be the difference between winning and losing this run. Because I forgot the banana. I was distracted. You knew it would happen? I mean, that's fair. Thank God I got those early running shoes. They've done a lot. I missed you. You are late, but that's okay. Okay, so now I can rotate and I can come in from one of those. I think it's the second one. We'll try that. Thank you for shouting her out. By the strict definition of late, yeah. Is it this one? Yes. Which means I can, in fact, elevate this. And that does give me a connection. Alright. This connects to one other port. This is the alternative connection. It's just a dead end. Oh ho! Mining cap. Scripps and Redford Mining Company, Excavation Department. Foreman's Log 608. Date 5/3/1918. That's way in the past. After almost 3 years in the tunnels, SNR has informed me that we will be closing up the site in June. It has been a somewhat bittersweet experience working on such a historically significant excavation over the past 30-odd months, yet being unable to share any of that work with the world. Maybe one day. Mary Lamb! Mary, hi! How are you? How are you doing? I'm a blob today. Lamb girl? Yeah, and Mary's a great artist. When we're not extremely financially stretched anymore, I'm planning on coming. She's got these VTuber lollipop things that are really cute. So yeah, everyone check out Mary. Follow her here on Twitch. Go jump on her Blue Sky. Yeah. Mischief is neither late nor early. Mischief arrives when they mean to. Completely on accident. Too sweet would be happy to draw for me. Aw, thanks, Mary. Yeah, we're just a little financially strained right now. As soon as I'm financially able and you're in a good, you've got slots open, I will definitely calm you. You feel that? Yeah, everything's really rough right now. Still, there's a significant amount of work that has yet to be done, and it is vitally important that we conclude our efforts in the main cavern and reinforce the structural integrity of the site before we seal the tunnels next month. It may be many generations before they're reopened. Oh, hey, and Quix is here as well. There's a chonky skunk on your screen. It's true. I'm in my blob mode. Blob, 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 blob. Our friend, at the time they went by Hannah Lovecraft, but now they go by Pixie's Parlor. Made this for us. We won a raffle. Everyone followed the Quix as well. Quix is a French artist. He draws very soft, adorable bunny girls. And I believe he's both. I don't know how long it's been since he's done a stream, but he also has a Blue Sky. Blob Skunk is the ultimate form. I can't gain any more power like this. All right, let's put that down. Nothing else here on the table, but this looks like we're going to open another shortcut. Okay. We're not currently connected there. But I should be able to walk back now. Rotate this. So this is interesting. I'm going to be able to possibly hit the lever. Right, this leads me back to the shortcut. I need to keep in mind that the shortcut is available to us. I think we can get the shortcut to connect to the north. A little hard to see, but I believe that's what we've just done. Fix's next stream is Monday. Mandatory. Haven't streamed in a while? No worries. Yeah, you both should check out each other's art. Quix, check out Mary. Mary, check out Quix. You're both on Blue Sky. I think you guys would like each other's arts. Alright. Says right on the schedule. No one uses Twitch schedules. I think I still might have some things active on my Twitch schedule. Oh my god, it ends in a locked door. I do have a bajillion keys. I'm going to assume they don't work. Okay, I can just push it open. Go, go, gadget friendship. Yay! I bring people together. Oh, we've got a fuck ton of doors. All right, I'm gonna leave us here for suspense for a minute while I run to the bathroom. I realized that I muted my mic. Graham is in his basket. Emmy's playing Monster Twain. We found this. It is a good day in the skunk household. How about them small skunks? I'm not small. Don't know about any small skinks. That's true. All right. Room 46. Smell skunks? Yeah. Alright, what do these doors go to? Nothing! They're imaginary doors. Alright, and the music's getting all intense. Running shoes saved us a step. I do need to remember to eat the banana. My face was in the right way. What was the name of the room? I did not read it. I assume it was something like the lever room? Can always check the VOD, yeah. I mean, if someone wants to check it real quick, I don't mind. Like, that's known information, I just didn't look. I love that the music's getting intense, though. This is clearly the room where Thor met Korg. Oh. Alright. The inner sanctum? Ah, that would make sense. Alright, keep saving me, running shoes. Alright. From the foundation, we go down into the chapel. Alright, chapel banana. It's time. Delicious, salty chapel banana. Wait, no. Ooh, banana. Trying to remember my own path. This run has gone so long. Okay, yeah. Into the drawing room. Into the observatory. Into the showroom. Into the den. Okay. Running shoes saves us a step. Yep, I think we're passing by the kitchen, so we can, on our way, we can observe the fact that it's flooded, and we can buy a little bit of food. We can have ourselves a celebratory sandwich, perhaps. Delicious celebratory sandwich and bowl of soup. Look at all those steps. I could also draft a new room. I could, if I really wanted, I could go into the dark room and draft an extra room. I'm ready to get into room 46 and for the music to go screech. Well, we can do it from here in the courtyard. The dining room. You know what? We deserve it. We deserve an extra meal. We did it, chat. We got our wood-fired pizza. With salt. And I love that I have the foyer here because it just makes this so much more interesting. And the music cuts out. Hey, Jag.
There was once a red prince.
Congrats on beating the
Sat
tutorial.
on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies, and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. He didn't see the birds or the changing of the leaves, and he never saw the sights of life's many symphonies. He couldn't see beyond the red shade, he was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share. But one day the prince saw something new. And if you look closely, you might see it too. The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. color. The color. Blue.
Yeah, we did it. We opened the 46th door. Yeah, we get a little bit more implication there about the kind of struggle between nobility, but I'm sure that there is more to find out. And yeah, I'm not surprised that this is beating the tutorial. I am sure that there is a lot more content. The question is, do I want to continue playing this on stream, or is this at the point that I take it to personal? I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens when we get through the credit sequence. Also, again, wild that this was in part funded by the website that I used for getting my Magic the Gathering spoilers for the past decade. Might get frustrated with some puzzles. Some are simple, while a similar one is very not simple. Which one's that? Mythic Spoiler. Mythic Spoiler was funding this game. Oh, is Sync an actual company? Interesting. A lot of famous creators. For Christopher Manson, who opened many doors for me. Dogubum. Worth playing my next game for the first 10 seconds at least. And we still have a little bit of... It's... You know, I started stream kind of late, but... Mount Holly, your new home. I'm sure I would have gotten a different descriptor for the fact that I had 5 green rooms and 4 shop rooms. Just shy of 3 weeks. I don't know how that compares to people. Garden Shopping Center, yeah. I don't know how that compares to other people. But I hope I did relatively well with 20 days. The next day. That was massive. Coming into the day with 15 gems really helped. Like, yeah, I had there was a lot of other stuff. We solved some really good puzzles. We did some good drafting, but man, starting the day with 14 gems was massive. Open only in the event of inheritance. Dear Baron, welcome to Mount Holly, your home. I still remember the first time I was addressed by my title. I was quite a bit older than you, but it still felt strange, especially after a lifetime of hearing my father addressed daily by that same title. Life is a journey of growth, growing up, growing older, growing wiser, and in our case, growing into the Baron of Reddington. The Baron doesn't have to be a daunting figure. He could be quiet and unassuming, or loud, brash, and boisterous. He could be deceptive or trustworthy, humble or boastful, or any measure of other things, but always clever. When I inherited Mount Holly, I never had to prove myself. They just gave me the keys and left it at that. It felt too easy, too trivial, and very undeserved. Experience comes with time, but without validation, I spent the better part of my youth questioning myself. And as I grew older, that lack of conviction and aimlessness amplified. I never really had any goals or objectives to strive towards. I never had any dreams to realize. I never set my sights on something beyond the horizon. I never had a room 46 to reach. And now that you have reached your goal and are basking in your well-deserved glory, shiny trophy in hand and showered with accolades and titles, will you be content to stop there? Or will you look to the horizon and wonder what dreams lie ahead? Alvin Navari, Herbert Essence Clare. I don't know what that means, Alvin Navari. It might just be like meant to sound like a foreign thing. You've been awarded the Inheritance Trophy for reaching room 46. Trophies earned will be permanently added to the trophy room. And I know for a fact there's a trophy for beating the game on day one. So I assume for that to happen, you have to draft Foundation, a room leading into the back of the Foundation, a path to the antechamber that works, and the pump room. You've never seen the Foundation on day one? There must be a thing. Oven Navarre was also on the ground in the sanctum. Ah, I see. The speedruns you've watched have devolved into using glitches. You hate when achievements are linked to something pure RNG? Yeah, I do. I don't like that very much. So, let's look at the room directory real quick. So we still don't have rooms 4, 7, 8, and 11. 19, 20, and 23. 28. We didn't actually get to see room 46. We missed a bedroom. We did find all of the hallways and all of the green rooms. 3 shops, one of which I know is the trophy room. Got all the red rooms. We've gotten 2 of the studio editions, 1 found floor plan, and 5 of the outer rooms. One glitch is that if you pause, you reset your vertical momentum. You can use it outside to get out of bounds and then hover all the way to the lever. Ah, I see. Use another glitch to snap back in. I see. I drafted this when you were right here. When you draw Dovecoat while drafting, you can rotate floor plans, which is nice. It means I can make the rooms point whichever direction works the best. House history. Oh, I can see all the houses I've done. Small cottage, humble bungalow, because I got trapped very quickly on that one. Stately manor, figure things out by day 3. Ordinary villa, east-facing cottage, prosaic villa, mid-sized villa, impressive banquet hall, Scarlet Inn, cozy cottage. That one was a really rough day. West-facing villa, the temporal manor of ice and fire. That was a fun one. The garden manor, the stately inn, the impressive manor, ordinary villa, garden shopping center, garden manor, prosaic villa of tomorrow, and then the garden shopping center on which we ended it all. No, I don't want to call it a day. But I do want to be done, I think. All right, now I do before we pop off. 41% of people have reached room 46. I want to look at the achievements. Draft the room in every open slot in the house, so you just need to make sure you're drafting for doors. Buy out the entire showroom, so that's what 140 like 160 gold. Complete the Mount Holly directory. I don't even know what that is. Complete the trophy case. That's your 100%ing trophy. Win 40 parlor games. We'll get there. Create all 8 workshop contraptions. Get there. Solve 40 dartboard puzzles. We'll get there. Ace the classroom final exam. Alright, so that's using the schoolhouse thing. All realm sigils. Don't know what that is. Win the drafting strategy sweepstakes. No clue what that is. Reach room 46 in dare mode. Don't know what that is. Reach room 46 in 1 day. Reach room 46 in 1 hour. So presumably all 3 of those would be done simultaneously. And they've got 1.5% completion rate. Reach for room 46 in curse mode and complete the trophy case. Alright. So yeah. I think we're going to do what we did last time and force close the game so that it doesn't progress the day. Thank you all for coming out and joining me for Blueprints. Let me know if you would like me to continue. Doesn't save and quit work? Save and quit ends the day. I don't want to progress the day with like 1 room. I do wish the game would let you save and quit midday. I don't know why you can't. But yeah, let me know if you'd like to see more of Blueprints being streamed. I might stream tomorrow. I might not. We'll see. But for now, I need to work on Firebot. I really need to do it. I keep leaving it up after stream and then getting distracted, and by the time I notice it, I'm tired. Every option's terrible. I see. Skunk. Ooh. Well, if you guys wouldn't mind sticking around, I'm just going to do a simple raid message today, just a simple 1 poster. At some point, I will get things fixed up. I hope you had a good time. I guess I'll look and see if I have any. Well, no, I do know what I'm going to play next. The next thing I'm going to play is Stanley Parable because Specs bought it for us. So, Ultra Deluxe Edition. So I guess let me know if you guys are more interested in seeing this or if you'd like to see me do Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Who's on right now? Alien's doing Dune. Revy's doing Blueprints. Hey, we could just raid into Revy and you guys could do them next. Let's do that. Revy. All right. I will see you guys possibly tomorrow. If not that, then on Monday for either more Blueprints or Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. If I don't see you guys, have a great weekend. And yeah, take care. Goodbye. Bye.